Eric and the Legion Episode 5, or Another Classic Tale of Super Jealousy. Hi, and welcome back to Eric and the Legion. Today's Legion story is Adventure Comics number 282, entitled Lana Lang and the Legion of Superheroes, written by Otto Binder, with art by George Papp. We begin as always with our splash panel, in which we see Superboy flying over a city of the future, and a boy dressed in a star costume named Starboy creating gifts for his quote-unquote girlfriend, Lana Lang. So we begin our actual story with Superboy wasting his time, instead of using his powers to fight crime, doing menial tasks like cutting the grass at a hospital to save the hospital money. And Lana Lang is taking pictures of Superboy doing these super tasks. And Superboy flies off and he says, "Sorry, Lana, I don't have time to chat, but I'd love to," and he flies away. We see Lana in her room, in which she has pictures of Superboy on every single wall, and she's crying, holding a picture of Superboy, commenting that she wished she had a chance to tell Superboy how she feels about him. She looks out her window and sees Clark Kent sitting outside next door, and she closes her blinds because she thinks Clark Kent would think she's a creep if she has all these pictures. Which, who wouldn't? Let's be honest. Later, we see Lana leaving the movie theater, and Clark Kent is walking down the street, and these giant horseshoes are flying down and knocking him down onto the ground, but he's Superboy, and we know that he can't be hurt by these things. So he changes into a Superboy costume and flies around trying to find who threw these horseshoes at him. He sees that the dam is clogged up and it's going to flood the other side of the dam. So he flies under water and smashes up the jam that's causing the dam to back up. As he's going to fly out of the water, someone has created ice around him, and he's trapped in a block of ice, which smashes against a cliff with some other pieces of ice that spell out, "Superboy, meet me at Calvin's Cave." So he flies to Calvin's Cave and meets a boy in a star costume, and he admits that he's the one who threw the horseshoes. And Superboy asks, "Who are you? Why do you have superpowers?" And he says, "My name is Tom Callor, and I'm from the planet Xanthu, which is from the future. I arrived in my time machine, and one day, as I was flying in my spaceship, I passed through the tail of a meteorite, which caused me to have incredible powers, such as invulnerability, flight, and infrared vision." So we see Starboy testing out all these powers, and his dad has a checklist of superpowers that he's just checking them all off. We see that he has applied for the Legion, and he has been accepted, but we also see that Chameleon Boy, one of the contestants against Supergirl, is also in the Legion. Good for Chameleon Boy. I'm super proud of him. Apparently that was the person who beat out Supergirl when she tried to build that tunnel through Earth, but was too old. So, as the story ends, he said, "Hey, I'm also a member of the Legion of Superheroes. But why have you come to Earth?" And he says, "Well, there are two criminals that escaped from jail. One of them came back in time and landed, I believe, here. The other one is in the future, but he's hiding under the city under copper drain pipes, which I cannot see through with my X-ray vision." Lana Lang overhears all of this, but Superboy flies off to help find the criminal of the past. So as he flies off, Lana Lang quickly approaches and says, "I'm Lana Lang. I overheard your story. I know your secret identity, and I'm going to use that to extort you and cause you to do me a favor." She says that she has a super crush on Superboy, and she wants Starboy to make Superboy jealous by acting like he has a crush on Lana Lang. But Superboy is already overhearing this, and as he flies back, he thinks, "Oh, I see her little plan, so I'm going to play along with it." Starboy flies Lana Lang to her home in which she tells her parents that she's going to go into the future and hang out with Starboy. Her parents aren't a big fan of it, but Starboy shows that he's a safe bet by lifting their car and then fixing parts of the engine with his electric vision. Then Starboy and Lana fly to his time machine and board, and Starboy takes Lana into the future. Superboy grabs the criminal, gets into the time machine with them, and goes along so that the criminal can be put to justice. And while Starboy flies the first criminal off, Superboy goes and searches for the criminal under the copper pipes. He finds him quickly and captures him as well, brings him to justice. But when he arrives back, Starboy is making Lana clothes out of what's called flame cloth. And Lana's saying that Starboy thinks I look just amazing in it. And Superboy says, yes, you do. You look stunning. Actually, what he says, Lana, it's stunning. It's magnificent. I can't believe that's what they must call the Rainbow Bridge. And she turns around and sees a bridge made out of a rainbow. And she says, oh, I thought he was talking about my clothing. But Superboy is just being coy, and he's asking Starboy if he can show him around for the other sights of the city. But Lana Lang says, Starboy, before you show him the sights, I want you to find me some rare jewels. And so he piles up some regular rocks and merges them with his vision into one giant diamond. He says this is equal to 1,000 Earth diamonds. And Superboy says, well, it seems to me that Starboy could be doing some more important things with his superpowers, but we noticed that Superboy was just cutting grass with his superpowers, wasting time just like Starboy is. Lana is like, Starboy is going to be my boyfriend. He loves me. And Superboy says, no, I think he's just being nice because he could get any Xanthu girl he really wanted. Lana says, well, obviously, Earth girls are better than Xanthu girls because they're not from around here. And then Superboy says, whatever, I'll just go sightseeing by myself. And just leaves. And Superboy thinks, this is perfect. Now I'm going to act out my part of the plan. So we see that Superboy's come back with a Xanthu girl on his arm. And he says that Xanthu girls have everything over Earth girls. And Lana says, oh no, everything is coming back at me. This is terrible. The Xanthu girl says, Superboy, I want you to bring me a rare animal from the jungle. And he says, no problem. And he flies off to get this rare animal, which is a bizarre cross between a parrot and a tiger. He subdues it easily and brings it back. It says to the girl from Xanthu, whose name is Xynthia, he says, you are beautiful, Xynthia. And Xynthia's pretty impressed because he taught this weird parrot tiger thing how to talk. And Lana Lang rips this girl off of Superboy's arm and says, let him go, you hussy. I can't believe she called her hussy. This is awesome. Cat fight in the future. Lana Lang says that the Xanthu air must be making her sick and she's ready to go back to Earth in the past. So he makes her a helmet, like a fishbowl helmet, out of the dirt so that she can breathe regular air. And then she says, this has become a giant mess. I gotta give up the jig. So she takes off her helmet and she says, Starboy doesn't mean anything to me and I don't mean anything to him. I'm just trying to make you jealous. And it backfired because you started making me jealous with this girl. And Superboy laughs and he says, I overheard your plan and I pulled the same trick on you because Xynthia is actually Starboy's girlfriend. And Lana Lang feels kind of dumb, but Superboy makes a glass bubble in order to keep Lana safe while he flies her back in time. He flies her back in time, and Lana says that she's learned her lesson. She asks Superboy if he would like to accompany her to a dance, in which he says, sorry, I've got a lot of other things to take care of. And he says, maybe next week, and flies away. And Lana's kind of sad because she thinks that this whole plan to make Superboy jealous ended up making him farther away. And that's the end. Thank you for listening. Bye.